I was bricking it. Yesterday we wrapped up a program with a crew at Waikato Regional Council, and this was a program, a Communicate Powerfully program. We've been working with this crew for a wee while, and the final module is an opportunity to share, showcase and present back what you've learnt, what was your intention for joining, and what have you actually changed. As you can see, I'm using the husband's car today because flat tire on mine. Anyway, I was setting up the session yesterday, and one of the ladies, we'll call her Sophie. Sophie came in to see me, and I said, "Oh, are you okay? We're not ready to go yet. There's about 20 minutes." And she's like, No, I just wanted to have a conversation with you. And I said, "Oh, okay." And immediately I was like, oh, this would be interesting. Sophie and I haven't necessarily gelled. We have got opposite communication styles, but we've had a few conversations throughout the program just to make sure that we're on the same page, and I'm doing what I need to do to make sure that the learning is landing for her. And at times it did, and at times it didn't, and that's okay. So it came to the presentations of learning, and Sophie came in to see me, and she said, "I just want to give you a heads up that I'm going to talk about the conflict that you and I have had throughout the program." And immediately I went, oh no, I had ants all over me, automatic negative thoughts. And I was like, just breathe, Carly. You are just listening. This is Sophie's perspective. But I was shitting myself going, oh no, she's going to use this opportunity to towel me up or to say what a shit job, which shows, wow, lack of confidence, Carly. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I guess I was worried or concerned initially, and then this conversation just kind of exacerbated that. So luckily Sophie's presentation was second, so I didn't have to wait too long on the presentations. And I was really nervous. I had anxiety kind of creeping throughout my body. It got to Sophie's turn, and Sophie said, and she's got quite a strong French accent, and she did such a fantastic job. She presented, she stood strong, her voice was strong, her accent was so clear, it was just beautiful. And she talked about the value of the program and the things that she had changed, and the greatest learning for her was that you can learn from someone whose communication style is different to yours. You just have to adapt a growth mindset. You have to be open to the ahas and the learning. I was just captured by her presentation and just totally fully engaged. She was so right. And then I was reflecting afterwards. I gave her a massive hug and I said, yeah, that was her truth. It was my truth too. And that's not the point. You don't have to like everybody that you're in conversation with or you're learning from, but you do have to respect them. Well, you don't have to do anything, but it's certainly going to help the communication to be more effective. And in that moment I went, oh my gosh, if Sophie had emailed me some kind of heads up, how would that have landed for me? Terribly. If she had given me no heads up, I maybe would have been a little bit blindsided. So in that moment, I was so grateful that she showed compassion and empathy, which I hadn't noticed a lot of throughout the program, but she absolutely communicated powerfully and effectively. And what was beautiful is that she gave me the opportunity to feel valued and respected. Because I've been saying this the whole time with Communicate Powerfully. The whole point, my mission on this earth, in the world, is to help people to understand that every conversation is an opportunity to build trust or break it. And I was so grateful that Sophie chose to build it. So this week, your next conversation, what is the one opportunity for you in the next conversation that you have? What is an opportunity for you to decide to be really intentional, to build trust rather than to break it? And we don't break it consciously or on purpose necessarily, but we really have to be purposeful and intentional to build trust. Are you going to be focused in your listening? Are you going to ask a really engaging, open question? what might that look like for you? You don't have to like them, but man, communication is far more likely to be effective when you respect and show respect for the other person.